Church of Ed from 1768. See if we can find any runestones. It's cold today, but we found the first runestone. It's in this little tiny house or whatever to the left here. Let's see here.
Oh.
There we go. Very pretty. Almost looks like Öpir.
Jag tänkte också det faktiskt.
Öpir did a bunch of runestones around this area, just north of Stockholm, and he's probably my favorite rune carver. He made his stuff about 1,000 years ago. Yeah, it's beautiful. So supposedly there's 4 runestones here, and one of them should be in front of the church, but we're guessing it's inside the tower. And it's closed now because assholes steal shit from churches in Sweden nowadays. So yeah, one of the people who's working at the church could let us in, but we already seen the inside of the church. So, by the way, it should be 4 runestones here, but we don't really know where all of them are. Could be one of the stones in the wall or something. Christians were famous for moving around stones back in the day, and there's a lot of stones here. So we'll see. And yeah, my significant other has a lot of adventures with trying to find runestones in her line of work, and it's not easy. It's like geocaching, but trying to find 1,000-year-old stuff
With the wrong coordinates.
with the wrong coordinates. Yeah, pretty hard. Okay, so we're gonna walk around a big lake. It should take us around 2 hours, but probably longer since we're gonna take detours to find runestones. And here we have the Volvo. Right. I'm not gonna show you my license plate, but yeah, it's gonna be a long walk. So yeah, gonna cut here for
Frozen spiderwebs.
Oh shit, it is frozen spiderwebs. Anyway, we're gonna start walking now. Bye for now. Found some streaming water. Treasure! And she's helping the water flow, because that's her mission in life. She never grew up from being about 5 years old. Neither did I, so I'm not complaining. We're helping. So we haven't looked up the story behind this. We're counting on there being a sign or something. But what this sign says is Church Rock Ragnvald, 20 meters up these slippery stairs. So let's hope I don't slip and break my neck. Wonder if it's this large stone or what. Yeah, here we go. Okay, those were the steps. So this is very interesting. This is the first rune inscription. You remember what this said? Anyway, so
It's in remembrance of Ragnvald's mother.
yeah, so Ragnvald was some elite Viking, right, from some elite guard, and he basically was like a mercenary or something in Byzantium, and got back. And this whole trail we're walking is a historic trail where they drag the Viking boats from one place to another, because there was a land bridge in between back then. also. So the water has receded and the land has been raised over 1,000 years. And we also have a rune inscription here as well. And it's this stone has been called the King's Stone, among other things. And it was made by Ragnvald, almost the same thing. Ragnvald himself, and it's very beautiful. Yeah, very, very pretty. So we're walking on a historic Viking trail that was in use back in the day, 1,000 years ago. So I hope you get to see a few more of this caliber stones. The stones were made during a very long span of time. So the artwork, even the runes, and the size and everything, the talent varied a fair amount. One of the earliest ones was like cave paintings compared to this, and then they got more complicated. Yeah. So yeah, this is the first one. Anything I should add?
I think it says more specifically that he was in Greece.
Okay, so he was in Greece. Well, yeah, among other things. So yeah, Vikings got around a bit, and this is not an exception. Let's continue on. So we're just walking here next to the beach or whatever, and and we saw this. Someone arranged that tree, little branch or whatever, into an R. So usually our government agency called Riksantikvarieämbetet, who handles runestones among other things, they have this as their symbol, and it's also a rune, of course. But someone managed to do that. Let's see, can I zoom in? Oh, a little bit. There you go. Rune twig. Yeah, so we're halfway to the next rune stone. And it's a very beautiful day. Still cold, of course. Not that much snow, but a lot of ice. So we hope we will survive without breaking an ankle or whatever. Yeah. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so this is one of the hazards of trying to find rune stones. So I typed in the last known coordinates of this stone. Never saw a trail going here or anything. Last known coordinates could have been typed in like 100 years ago. And right now I don't have a single... I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere. It could be that stone with a bunch of moss grown over it or something. I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like. So yeah, one of the hazards. So yeah, this one was a dud, but I guess we continue on. I don't think a Viking used to live there. Okay, so we're outside of the forest for now, and we're gonna come up to, well, we have some civilization here. We're gonna come up to a golf course where I remember that meme with that stupid t-shirt that said long range shooting, it's like golf but for men. They should remake all golf course into long range shooting ranges. That would have been awesome. It's pretty much golf, but with a little bit more of math. Whatever. Okay. So we have a bit of a walk to do until we get to the next ones. So, see you then. So we came across this little barn or whatever, and this really old one. And they're made in basically the same way. They have a concrete foundation. They have solar cells on the roof. Those are the cables for that. But what I realized is they have with an axe cut, you can see the cuts here to make them not round but level like this, I guess you can say. English is not my first language, but anyway, they cut it with an axe, and they cut it inside here with an axe as well, and they formed it like this for water to drain, and they have even proper old-time insulation, wool or something here. They've had a blacksmith do all these things and these things, And it's obviously modern because of the concrete foundation, and the soil hasn't really settled yet, so this can't be that old. So I'm fairly impressed, because basically everything made new is shit and looks like shit. And this is modern. Like you see the sun cells here, they're covered with frost now, I guess. Well, a lot of sun cells. And the walls and everything is made traditionally. So I love this, I love this. And we saw a super cute house on top of a hill. That's my dream cottage right there. I would love to live in that. It's very beautiful. This could be made new as well, but it's hard to say because they made it so good. Anyway, I just wanted to show that. I'm a happy camper because this was actually really well made. So we almost slipped and died on this ice, but then we saw the beaver. The beaver has been super industrious here. Look at what the beaver has done. There's probably a beaver below this. I'm walking really careful now, otherwise I'll die. But look at the beaver. You are such a good beaver, Mr. Beaver.
He has a few leaks though.
Yeah, but can't really fill it up too much with water before that happens. But yeah, the beaver has been busy beaver. Good for you, Mr. Beaver. I think I'm not sure if this is beaver tracks, but I'm gonna pretend like it is, and that this is the beaver hut. We walked a little bit upstream from where the dam was, and we see some tracks on the ground here that goes into this place, and that place goes down to the water. It might be a little bit hard to see, but it goes down to the water. So Mr. Beaver is probably inside here fetching his shotgun, ready to tell us to get off his lawn. So let's go before Mr. Beaver starts nibbling on our toes. But yeah, beavers, man. Okay, we found the golf court. Apparently golfers are not Vikings because they are not playing golf right now. Well, so they had a big sign that said enter at your own risk, because this is a golf court. Heads are soft, golf balls are hard. Anyway, it's starting to get close, but it's still a fair way off. Fairway. Okay, so this was a failure of another kind. This place has a lot of private property signs, and they don't want visitors. We're on the golf course still, and they have fences and everything, so I guess we're not welcome. And it's kind of hard to see. I'll see if I can zoom in. So you might see in the middle of the picture a stone. Well, you probably won't. Let's see if I can. About there. Okay, that's basically impossible to see, but about there. There's actually 3 stones, and it's all on private property. So yeah, that sucks. That sucks a lot. So yeah, we're shit out of luck. So these stones are not for us. So I guess we're gonna continue on to the next ones, and that's even longer. Oh dear. Took a little detour, and this is supposed to be remnants from the, I guess, Second World War, Cold War, something, and a big little nest for an owl or whatever. So I'm not sure what's left of this. It's supposed to be like a trench or something, but not much seems to be left of it. Or we're standing on an old bunker, I don't know. Yeah, or anti-aircraft guns or something. We used to have AA all around Stockholm, but this is like a flat hill. We might have put an AA gun, I guess. There's not that much left actually. There's other places that has a lot more left on it, but this seems to be basically a bunch of rocks. Could have been a really old one though. I don't know. Well, this looks like trenches actually. Okay, we found what's probably old trenches. Some poor soldier had to dig this shit. Yeah. Well, off to the next stones, I guess. was just a little bit of a detour. So while trying to get through some very thorny bushes, internet told us that that line of defense was called the sausage line, and the sausage is basically my significant other trying to meme me. Is that a word? I always eat sausage, and my favorite sausage is Bullens Pilsnerkorv. If you've ever seen my live streams, I have a little tin can with an old man in black and white, and the sausages is yellow and black. That is Bullens Pilsnerkorv, and I love it. Yeah, so the sausage defensive line, that's some cool shit. This is actually a very prepared little walk we're having. This is some really nice shit. So the place we're walking around is called Viking. It's north of Stockholm in a municipality called Upplands Väsby. So if you're interested, that's what we're doing. We parked at the Eds church and then just started walking. So if you want to do a walk like this, that's how you do it. It's actually very pretty, and I can just imagine that during the summer this will be even prettier. Oh, there's another little bird's nest for large birds there. Haven't seen any of them though. Well, on towards the next stones. Hope we find some more. Had some shitty luck so far. So the question is, where are the rune stones? So I just spotted a bunch of stones up there, so I'm gonna have a look. Not sure if that are the stones actually. We shall see. It's probably not them. According to the map it should be around here somewhere. But I'm not sure. That could be a rune stone, by the way. But those stones are a bit suspicious. Check out that stone on the top of the tiny hill. This is like geocaching but for Vikings. Seems to be just regular stones. No inscriptions on these. Okay, it was that one down there. So this stone was super cute. It's a bit on an angle. Yeah, tiny cute one. So it does have the Christian cross here. I'm gonna guess it doesn't have that much to say since there isn't that many runes on it. But over there we have a really large one, so we'll have a look at that one after this. Yeah, very beautiful. So this stone is supposedly very damaged, which is a bit sad, but shit can happen after 1,000 years. So yeah, pretty damaged, but put together as best as you can. Let's have a look at the sign. This one actually has a sign. Okay, the sign is all frozen over. Let's see here. So on the front side, Gerelek had after Hemming his son and Ermund, and on the back side after Holmfrid his wife, and after Una his daughter. So it's not complete. So it has several sides, I guess, front and back. Okay, here we have the back side. So this one is also quite damaged. Yeah. But still, the things we can see is very beautiful. Yeah, the stones that are actually in good condition, you have to be thankful that they are not busted like these ones are. But still, amazing piece of history. So for anyone wondering where the name Tikka comes from, it's from this mushroom growing on the tree. So Tikka, T3X, get it, right? Finnish rifle for those who don't know. Yeah, very beautiful place. Not sure how many runestones we have left, but wish us luck. So we found the best rest spot. Look at this bench. A nice fish in one end and a fearsome dragon in the other. And then the obligatory fire pit, an old concrete fire pit. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Should have brought some sausage to put over the fire. So supposedly there's going to be some wooden art here, but I'm not sure what we're looking for. So we're following a small trail in this cut down piece of the forest. See what we can find. I'm keeping my eyes open after someone making stuff like that bench. But I don't know. Fun part about going when there's just a little bit of new snow on the ground is that you can see all the animal tracks. Any wooden artwork here? Oh, there we go. There's one. A man, a stump, and a chainsaw. Magic happens.
Oj, det är massor.
There we go. That's pretty. Not sure if the twig was there from the beginning, but there we go. Here we have something else. An old man. There you go. This is what happened when people have a little bit of spare time and a chainsaw. That's nice. Regal eagle. And an owl. There's like a king over there with a crown. Not gonna bother to go over there, but there's much more to see here than what I'm showing. That's an impromptu wildlife art museum. I guess this is supposedly a cobra and a tiny little the stairs going all up. Yeah, some other little people can live here. It even has a little chimney. There we go. Yeah, that's beautiful. Fun things to discover in the middle of the forest. Oh, that's pretty good. So they built ugly as shit houses here, and they to soften the environmental impact, they built like a little area for birds here, a little wet ground, and you have a little post where you can watch the birds over the sea here, or the lake. But look at this big nice house in the distance. That's the way it should look. That shit is the way it looks. So anyway, over there is the church where we started. So we've been walking around this big ass lake now. Most of the runestones we were looking for we did not find. So we shall see what we do about that. See you at the car. I had to show you guys this. Is it called bird's nest or what do you call it in English? Fågelholk in Swedish. Well, anyway. Bird's house? Oh, whatever. So it's a little place for birds. So anyway, they are supposedly going to enter it through the mouth of that little bunny with the blue heart on its chest. And the bunny looks a little bit scared about it. Who makes these things? They should have a medal for ridiculousness. Yeah, I had to show you guys that. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, so we took a walk around the lake. We found a runestone that is made a remembrance stone, a family stone, but Banke is part of this runestone, and it's in a place called the Rune Village. It's still called that. So we're going there now to compensate for not finding anything on our way back after the halfway point. So that's in the little village. Well, village and village. It's not really a village. It's a suburb to Stockholm. Whatever. We're going there now. That's a walk. How many steps did we take?
12,000.
The 12,000 steps, which is a lot for an old man like me. Okay, see you in a bit. That's not gonna help us. Let's have a look at the sign here. Ingrid, let it be made Ladbron, and chop the stone after Ingemar, her husband, and after Dawn and Banke, Banke, her sons. They lived in Rune village and owned their farm. Christus helped their soul. This is to remember the men as long as humans are alive. Here we go. Let's have a look at the stone then. I wonder which part of these rooms are Banke. Yeah, take a little bit of a close-up of this. Okay.
It's on both sides.
Is it on both sides of the stone? Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah. Very nice. Let's have a look at the other side. Are you sure there's something here? I don't see it. Or is it here? Here it is. Oh, it's a bit harder to see this though. But yeah. Beautiful. Okay, people. The Banke stone. Now we need to find a Hagge stone, I guess. But yeah, very beautiful. That's all for this day. You guys have a nice whatever. See ya. So to finish this little video off, I'm gonna show you how to plan a little walk like this. So this is the lake we walked around, starting at Ed's church. So the runestones here are actually inside of the tower, and it's small pieces. This was the first one we showed, and yeah, and then we started walking. And this was the king stone, etc. The coolest one actually. And as you can see, at the halfway point there wasn't that much. And these wasn't actually real runestones; those are just place marks because they had to be moved. Because as you can see, the train tracks go here. And those were moved here, and this was the farm. We couldn't get inside of. We stood here looking up at it, and this is on private property, so we couldn't go there. So, and these were the ones at the lake. But anyway, at this page you can basically plan out your route, and this one was the Banke rune we went to, the last one. We had to do something right when these didn't exist basically. Yeah, but there's a lot of runestones all over the place here. These are one of the coolest ones there is. I've seen them so many times, so it's not that exciting for me, but Upir has made these ones. So yeah, those are pretty awesome. This one is my favorite rune ever, U279. Let's see if they have a picture of it. There is no picture of it. Oh. Well, whatever. This one is in a residential area. Let's just Google that shit and see if we can find a picture of it, because it's okay, that's not a runestone. Here we go. So as you can see, it's very beautiful, and I can recommend people have a look at that in person. It's up here and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, there is a lot of runestones, and this map has all of them, and it even has some in Greenland, Iceland, down in Ukraine, and in Istanbul, and in Greece, where Ragnar was, in Byzantine Greece. And he actually came back, so imagine the stories that guy told over the fire. Yeah, and he made the stone here, U112. So, do they have an image of that? Well, yeah, they have. So yeah, that's the one I showed in the video. So all the information about them is here. Let's have a look at the Banke one. Was it another one there as well? I missed that one. Oh, whatever. So here you can see Old West Norse, Runic Swedish, and English. Let's move my face. So Ingar had a causeway made and the stone cut in memory of Ingmar, her husband, and in memory of Danner, and in memory of Banke Baggi, well, Banke in Swedish. So there you go, and that's the rune reading. I can actually kind of read this. Efter is after, efter. This one, baka, banka, and it pretty much means what you think it means. Banka is like basically hitting something. I don't call my channel after that. I call it because that's the cute little nickname my significant other gave me. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.